flight, freedom, beauty, simplicity. It's evanescent. A feather will drop out and it will be trampled underfoot and it's nothing, and it'll just go back into the ground. A bird spends a lot of energy trying to keep it perfect. It preens, it washes, it spends a lot of its time making sure the feathers are beautiful. When you see them on the ground, the chances are that they've got imperfections, so there'll be bits missing, there'll be bits curling over, there'll be holes in them, and I try to get those in there. But even the imperfections have got to be done properly, otherwise they'll just look like imperfections. I've always made things. My first memories are really of making things, even sand castles that we're just making. And I think I'm happiest when I'm making stuff. You get a piece of wood and what can I do with it? And some end up as feathers, some end up as bowls, some hairpins, some candlesticks. But it's revealing what's in the wood. I try not to be a perfectionist because I know it's limiting and I know it's anxiety making and I know it can never be. We tend to expect perfection where really all we can ever hope to do is just be as good as we can. I've got another passion, which is a 14th century poem called Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, which talks about the futility of perfection and the futility for seeking perfection. And that's been a sort of myth and a story of my life, really. And I grew up in the landscape that was describing it, so I feel fairly rooted in that. If anyone else can make it, let them. So I tend to do things that other people may probably not do. One of the things about the turning I do is I celebrate imperfections in the wood that people might throw away. I will put gold leaf on it, I will put thorns around it, I will put silver wire around it to make the imperfections something special. I can't imagine life without it. I really can't. It's that chance to sit back and do something totally immersive, to make something that wasn't there before you started. The mindfulness with which you work. All that matters is the interface between the tool and the wood. Everything else doesn't matter. And if you get that right, it works. Probably made about 30 feathers over the last 8 or 9 years. When I first started, it took 3 days, and now I can do one in a day and a half if I work really hard and continuously. I couldn't have done them any younger, I don't think, because I wouldn't have had the patience. So the patience that comes with age is a real asset, because I sit maybe for 2 hours doing nothing but carving the little lines on, and I love it. But I couldn't have done that age 30 or 40 because I would have wanted to do something else. Don't take life too seriously. Just play. And you will keep on playing, keep on having fun. This is play. They perform no function whatsoever. They're just playing. Because without play, you are a shadow of who you could be. Playing is when we actually get as human as we ever can get. So I feel I'm in a little bit of a decline physically. I'm nearly 70, so it's not staving off death by any means, but it's actually embracing the end of life. And if I can do that comfortably, if I can do that gracefully, if I can do that productively, I'll be happy.